Here's the truth nobody tells you about money. Getting your first $10,000 saved feels almost impossible, like climbing a mountain with a backpack full of rocks. You work hard, you make decent money, but somehow, every month you're back to zero, or worse, negative. But here's what changed everything for me and what I'm about to share with you. The first $10,000 isn't hard because of the amount. It's hard because of how your brain works, the habits you haven't built yet, and the momentum you don't have. Today, I'm breaking down exactly why those first 10,000 are brutal, and more importantly, how to actually get there using real strategies that work in daily life. Let me guess where you are right now. Maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck. You get paid on Friday, and by the next Thursday, you're checking your bank account like it's going to magically refill itself. Or maybe you've got some savings, like 500, maybe $1,000, but it never seems to grow. An unexpected car repair, a medical bill, a friend's wedding, boom, back to square one. You're not bad with money. You're just stuck in what I call the zero-sum game. Money comes in, money goes out, and there's nothing left to build on. But if you're watching this, you want out. You want to break the cycle. And that's exactly what we're going to do together. Real quick, if you're serious about changing your financial situation, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post one video every week on stuff that actually works. All right, let's dive in. So why is the first $10,000 so brutally hard? 3 reasons. Reason 1, you can't see progress. When you save your first $100, it feels like nothing. You can't do anything with it. You can't invest it meaningfully. You can't use it as an emergency fund. It's just there, sitting, doing nothing. Compare that to spending $100. That feels real. New shoes, a night out with friends, a fancy dinner. Your brain gets instant feedback, instant dopamine. Saving, your brain sees it as punishment with no reward. Reason 2, life is actively working against you. This is the big one. When you're starting from zero, you don't have a cushion. So when your car breaks down, when you get sick, when your laptop dies, you have to spend money. You have no choice. People with money, they have options. Their car breaks, they pull from savings, fix it, move on. You're putting it on a credit card or borrowing from family, and now you're in a worse position than before. Reason 3, no momentum. Think about pushing a car. Getting it rolling from a dead stop is brutal. You're straining, sweating, barely moving. But once it's rolling, much easier to keep it going. Money works the same way. When you have nothing, every dollar you save is pure effort. But when you have $5,000 saved, that money starts working for you, in interest, in opportunities, in peace of mind. The momentum builds. Okay, so that's the bad news. The good news? Once you understand the game, you can play it better. We're going to walk through 5 stages together. Stage 1, 0 to your first $1,000. Stage 2, $1,000 to $3,000. Stage 3, $3,000 to $5,000. Stage 4, $5,000 to $10,000. And Stage 5, what changes after $10,000. At each stage, I'll show you the psychology, the daily habits, and the specific strategies that work. Think of this as your roadmap. Stage 1, the foundation, 0 to $1,000. This is the hardest stage, hands down. Not because of the amount, but because you're building the habit from scratch. Here's what's happening in your life right now. You get paid, let's say $2,500 after taxes. Rent or mortgage is $900, car payment $300, insurance $150, groceries $400, gas $200, phone bill $80, internet $60, and then life happens. Maybe your friend invites you to a concert, or you need new work clothes, or you just want to order takeout because you're exhausted. And suddenly, that money's gone. So how do you break this cycle? Strategy 1. Pay yourself first, no exceptions. This is the golden rule. The day you get paid, before you do anything else, move money into savings. Not after bills, not after groceries, first. Start with something achievable. If you can't do $200, do $100. If you can't do $100, do $50. The habit matters more than the amount. Strategy 2. The 24-hour rule. This saved me so much money. Anytime you want to buy something over $25 that's not a necessity, wait 24 hours, just one day. You'd be shocked how many purchases you don't make when you sleep on it. That impulse fades, and that $50 stays in your account. Strategy 3. The mini emergency fund. Your first goal isn't $10,000, it's $1,000. That's it. $1,000 that you don't touch unless it's a real emergency. And let me be clear, a sale at your favorite store is not an emergency. A vacation is not an emergency. An actual emergency is your car breaking down, a medical bill, losing your job. This $1,000 is your shield. It protects you from going into debt when life happens. Let's say you save $250 a month. In 4 months, you've got your first $1,000. That's one season. One season of saying no to some things, being more intentional, cooking at home twice a week instead of ordering out. And here's what happens psychologically. You look at that $1,000 and something shifts. You've proven to yourself that you can do this. That's powerful. Stage 2. Building momentum. $1,000 to $3,000. Okay, you've got your first 1,000. This is where it starts getting easier and harder at the same time. Easier because you have that foundation. Harder because now you need to level up your game. The psychology shift. Something interesting happens when you hit $1,000. You start seeing money differently. That account isn't empty anymore. You check it and feel pride, relief, safety. But here's the trap. You also start thinking, hey, I have savings now. Maybe I can afford that thing I wanted. Don't. Not yet. Keep building. Strategy 1. Track every dollar for 1 month. I know. This sounds annoying, but do it for 30 days. Write down or use an app to log every single expense. That $4 coffee, that $12 lunch, that $8 parking fee. Everything. You're not doing this to punish yourself. You're doing this to see where your money is actually going. Because I guarantee you're spending more in small places than you realize. Most people discover they're spending $200 to $300 a month on convenience, coffee shops, vending machines, impulse grabs at the checkout line, food delivery fees. Cut half of that, you've got an extra $100 to $150 a month. Over a year, that's nearly $2,000. Strategy 2. Automate everything. Make saving invisible. Set up automatic transfers the day after you get paid. Your checking account to your savings account. Out of sight, out of mind. If you don't see it, you won't spend it. Strategy 3. The income side. Here's the truth. You can only cut expenses so much. At some point, you need to make more money. This is where you explore side hustles. Not forever, just until you hit your goal. Drive for a ride share on weekends. Freelance your skills. Sell stuff you don't use. Dog walking, tutoring, whatever fits your schedule. An extra $300 a month from side work? That's $3,600 a year. That's huge when you're building from zero. From $1,000 to $3,000, let's say you're saving $400 a month now because you've cut some waste and added a little side income. That's 5 months, less than half a year. And when you hit $3,000, that's when you start feeling genuinely secure. Stage 3, the danger zone, $3,000 to $5,000. This stage is tricky. You've got real money now, $3,000 sitting there, and let me tell you what your brain starts saying. I could finally get that thing I've been wanting. I deserve a nice vacation after all this saving. This is enough, right? This is the danger zone. This is where a lot of people stall out or even go backwards. The lifestyle inflation trap. Here's what usually happens. You get a raise or you save some money, and instead of saving more, you upgrade your lifestyle to match. New apartment, nicer car, more expensive restaurants, better clothes. And suddenly, you're back to living paycheck to paycheck, just at a higher income level. Don't do this. Not yet. Strategy 1, the 50-30-20 rule. This is a simple framework. 50% of your income goes to needs, rent, food, utilities, insurance. 30% goes to wants, fun, entertainment, hobbies. 20% goes to savings and debt payoff. If you can push that 20% higher to 25% or 30%, you'll hit your goals even faster. Strategy 2, high-yield savings account. If your money is just sitting in a regular savings account earning 0.01% interest, you're losing money to inflation. Move it to a high-yield savings account. Many online banks offer 4 to 5% interest right now. On $3,000, that's an extra $120 to $150 a year. Free money for doing nothing. Strategy 3, avoid debt like the plague. Do not, I repeat, do not take on new debt during this stage. No new car loans, no credit card debt for purchases you don't need, no buy now, pay later schemes. Every dollar of debt is a dollar that works against you. You're trying to build wealth, not dig a hole. $3,000 to $5,000 at $400 to $500 a month. 4 to 5 months. You're now less than a year into your journey, and you've saved $5,000. This is where momentum becomes real. You can feel it now. All right, you've got $5,000. Let's talk about what changes now. The psychology. At $5,000, something clicks. You're not just someone trying to save money anymore. You're someone who has money. That's a different identity. And your brain starts thinking differently. You start seeing opportunities instead of just expenses. Strategy 1, start investing, but keep it simple. Once you hit $5,000, consider putting some of it to work. Not all of it. Keep your emergency fund liquid, but maybe start a retirement account or invest in index funds. Even just $100 a month into an investment account, growing at 8% a year, becomes $150,000 in 30 years. That's the power of compound interest. But, and this is important, don't get fancy. No crypto gambling, no individual stocks unless you really know what you're doing. Stick with boring, simple index funds. Strategy 2, increase your income aggressively. This is the stage where you double down on earning more. Ask for a raise at work. Seriously, when's the last time you asked? Switch jobs if you need to. Job hopping is the fastest way to increase income in today's market. Develop a valuable skill. Build a side business that could become something bigger. From $5,000 to $10,000, your income matters more than your expenses. You've already cut the fat. Now it's time to grow the engine. Strategy 3, optimize, don't deprive. You've been disciplined for months now, maybe close to a year. You don't need to live like a monk forever. The key is optimization. Spend money on what matters to you, cut ruthlessly on what doesn't. Love traveling? Budget for one good trip a year. Don't care about cars? Drive that Honda for another 5 years. Love eating out? Choose 3 favorite restaurants and go there. Skip the mediocre places. Life's about living, not just saving, but be intentional about it. The math: $5,000 to $10,000. If you're saving $500 to $600 now, mix of increased income and maintained discipline, that's 8 to 10 months. So from absolute zero to $10,000, we're talking 18 to 24 months, less than 2 years. That's it. 2 years of focused effort, and you've built something real. So what happens after you hit $10,000? Everything changes. And I mean everything. Financially, you now have real options. Job offer in another city? You can move. Want to start a business? You have startup capital. Car breaks down? No stress. You handle it. That $10,000 is freedom. Not retirement-level freedom, but day-to-day freedom. The freedom to make choices based on what's right for you, not what's urgent. Psychologically, you've proven something to yourself. You've shown that you can set a big goal and hit it, that you have discipline, that you can delay gratification. That confidence spills over into everything: your career, your relationships, your health. Because if you can do this, you can do anything. The next steps. From here, the next $10,000 comes faster, then $50,000, then $100,000. The principles stay the same, but the momentum keeps building. Because you've learned the real secret. Wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep, how wisely you grow it, and how long you stay consistent. Before we wrap up, let me give you some daily habits that make all of this easier. 1. Check your accounts every morning. Just 2 minutes. Know where you stand. Awareness prevents mistakes. 2. Pack your lunch 3 times a week. That's $40 to $60 saved right there. Small habit, big impact. 3. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. You can't be tempted by sales you don't see. 4. Find a free hobby. Hiking, reading library books, home workouts. Entertainment doesn't have to cost money. 5. Celebrate milestones. Every $1,000 you save, do something small to acknowledge it. You're winning, act like it. And here's the big one. 6. Surround yourself with people who support your goals. If your friends are all about spending and flexing, it's going to be harder. Find at least one person who gets it. All right, that's the roadmap. $0 to $10,000. It's hard, it's going to test you, but it's absolutely doable. If this video helped you, do me a favor, smash that like button if you haven't already. I post new videos every week on making smarter money decisions and actually living a good life while doing it. Drop a comment and let me know, where are you on the journey right now? Are you at 0, 1,000, already past 10,000? I read every comment. And remember, the first $10,000 is the hardest, but once you get there, you'll look back and realize you've become a completely different person. Someone who doesn't just dream about financial freedom, someone who's actually building it. I'll see you in the next one. Now, get out there and make it happen.